Good news for my subscribers and the viewers who's always looking for an update of a new game offline RPGs that's available to play for mobile. All these games are really amazing in graphic with various and engaging gameplay. Our team tries to pick the best graphic one and playable for any kinds of devices level. Remember to like this video and help us to reach 1000 likes. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best Offline RPG Games for Android and iOS. Action RPG Hack and Slash Turn-based Best Graphic. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. White Flame the Hunter RPG. The first game on the list will directly boost your mood and become enthusiastic. Seriously, this is the best new offline RPG games for mobile. Look at how this game is perfectly made to continue the sequel. This new version has much better gameplay with a variety of features that we can enjoy. Let's all see how the graphics are. It has such a beautiful land with crystal clear sea water. We can even move from one island into another island by swimming and also running, but those actions will consume some stamina. It will refill over time when we don't do anything. White Flame the Hunter is a single-player RPG game where we should follow the journey to start your adventures. There is a monster we will face in hack-and-slash combat, fighting by using the weapon of sword, axe, as well as for chopping the tree. Basically, it has a combination of survival and RPG. We can craft and create the best weapon to deal more damage. The more we kill the monster, then our souls points will increase. It's for increasing the status points and also learning a new skill. White Flame the Hunter is the best offline RPG game for Android and it's free-to-play RPG offline games. SWRMS. I think not many players know if this game is playable to play offline. We just need to connect once in the opening, but then while we are playing with in-game, we can freely turn off the data to play the best offline RPG games for Android. We start with selecting some heroes that's only available to play with one selection of weapon, which is Sword of Katana, and also gun as a primary and secondary weapon. So we have a lot of options to clear stages before entering the combat. Make sure you use the melee weapon like a sword to slash the enemy in a closer distance. It will deal more damage and also has a faster attack speed as well. But the secondary weapon is able to switch anytime, but we need to focus on the bullet left, because it will get harder when we are not ready in action. The combat mechanism is just like a regular gameplay, so we will be surrounded by so many enemies at once on every stage. I didn't find any skill button, but we can do some action like dash and jumping to help the player survive and learn how the boss monster pattern is. Each time we can clear the stages, then we will get 3 various random cards and we must select one to increase the hero's HP and strength. SWRMS is the new best offline action RPG games for Android. Legend of the Skyfist 2. This game is one of the best offline RPG games on mobile that has an adventure genre. I've seen it get so much progress from the previous series and this sequel is really good and optimized perfectly. The game's concept has the exact gameplay that we know of in the first version, which will help the players easily understand the combat mechanism. But actually, as a newbie, we can learn the gameplay much faster because the tutorial guides us in detail and on point. The main goal is we should save the city from the fish monster. There are so many obstacles that needs some effort to unlock by using our mind and thinking of a unique action to solve any obstacle. The combat mechanism lets the player hook the enemy or get into a different island by using the hook string. Always be ready to face the monster in a certain island because our way out will be blocked until we finish them off and the new path will automatically open. If you are confused about the storyline's mission, then open up your open world map to get a hint. Changing your weapon and equipment will help us to face the difficulties enemies level. Legend of the Skyfist 2 is the best RPG offline game with a high graphic for Android and iOS. Hyperlight Drifter. Finally, this game released globally for Android platforms. Before we were only able to play it on iOS, but we should get it through a premium game. I'm sure it's really worth playing to play a pixel art games on mobile. The gameplay of Hyperlight Drifter is full of action hack and slash games. We only get a view of the storylines, and the developer seems pretty focused on making a fast and dynamic combat action. where we can do multiple dashes without any limits. Sword and gun is the main weapon that we can create a combo attack and great combination action to adjust the player's fighting style. Most of the enemy will come at us in massive numbers, so always be ready to survive by tapping the dodge button at the right moment. This is the best offline games mobile. School the Hero. School the Hero Slayer Mobile. Never underestimate this game just because it has a pixel graphic, but when you play it, then you will realize how the gameplay looks so interesting at all. The combat feels so smooth. Probably one of the best experience I have playing is playing hack and slash pixel art games. It's not an action only, we also get some storyline and also a few cutscenes to describe the main story. While in the lobby, we can select a different dungeons to enter. Every single dungeon will have a various elements like fire, dark, and nature. It will determine how the enemy's role style in a different element. In combat, we can do some basic actions like jumping, dash, and also unleash some skill when it's ready. We can transform into a stronger skeleton and adjust a new skill then. The difficulty level is quite hardcore, where we get a lot of obstacles and very tough boss battle. I hope the developer will add some features like the equipment system and also skill system to make the players easier to conquer the stages. Make sure you have enough space to download it. It's about 1.8 GB in total size. This is the best hack and slash RPG offline games for Android and iOS. Warfarm. Warfarm, such a great new offline RPG game that has a combination of RPG, survival, and RTS. We should follow the mission to kill the monster and get there at the right moment to gather some material of wood and stun around us and build up various buildings to maximize the character's strength and status. The gameplay is super simple, we just need to move the hero by the keypad, then we face the enemies. Just don't touch anything, then the hero will automatically attack. The skill is the only thing that we need to cast by tapping it. There are some allies on our side that will help us in killing the enemy and fight side by side. The ally skill can be unleashed whenever it's ready, or we can tap the auto skills so we can prioritize the other things and focus on the combat. The main goal is to maximize our castle by building up more buildings, because every single building will increase the hero status points in a significant number. Actually, this game has 3 different genres that combine at once: RPG, survival, and RTS. Will you love to play this game? Epic Conquest 2. Epic Conquest 2. I will recommend this game and surely it will guarantee everyone to love it in every single aspect. The story is really good and so addictive to play. The game lets the player to play a Rocky class hero in a female design. The game becomes the best offline RPG games for Android and has been downloaded over more than 1 million players that are active on playing it. More heroes are recruitable throughout the story, so we don't even need to spend any penny to get the hero, which this game is totally no pay to win action RPG offline. Along the journey, we can gather some material to craft a new weapon, armor, and any kind of equipment on the blacksmith. There are so many enemies that will walk around the field and they all seem pretty dangerous when they don't have enough preparation. The combat mechanism really impressed me a lot. It's pretty smooth, fast, and dynamic in combat. I don't even have any issues playing it even when I set the graphic on the highest setting. The music is top tier. The developer successfully delivered every single story through the music that feels so eerie catching. Epic Conquest 2 is the best RPG game offline for Android. Pinku Cool Old. Pinku Cool Old Hex Mortis. This is one of the best hidden offline game RPG that everyone should know. We cannot find it on Play Store anymore, but luckily we can get it freely on Google. The gameplay is absolutely top tier. It has a turn-based RPG system where we can select attack, skill, and item manually. The hero will learn new skill when we reach a certain level. Some skill will consume more energy with constitutive damage. Get your energy and HP potion while you are visiting the city. And also, changing the hero's appearance by customizing the design looks is possible to do freely. Pinku Kuholt Hex Mortis has a single-player adventure-based game. We don't have any side mission to select. The only thing we should follow is the main mission. There is a hint to represent and help the players to find the new destination, which help us a lot in finding the new journey. We can explore the new area in the open world. Basically, this is offline open world RPG games for mobile. The game size is quite big, so make sure you have enough space to download it. Nexon. Nexon Extinction. This game would be the best option to play a game like Pokemon because it has the same gameplay and combat mechanism, like we are fighting the monster, and also how we can tame a new monster by capturing the enemy in a specific ways. Try to decrease the enemy's HP as low as possible to make our chance of capturing become higher. It also depends on which item we are using on capturing. Some of the enemies will have strong status points and different elements, so make sure we know which monsters are good to become our pet. In combat, we have a lot of advantage when we have more allies on our side, so switching the hero will be the best option for us to regenerate and restore the Nexon HP by using the full wand. Nexon Extinctions is the best open world game offline mobile that gives the player a trial of the first chapter, but then we should get it on the premium version. To start the new game, we should turn on the connection to download a huge amount of data once only, then we can play the game in offline mode. Nexon Extinction. This is the best game RPG offline Android and iOS. Bot World Adventure. Wow, this game would be your best option to play. It's been released several moments ago, but for me this game is on the best RPG offline that still has so much potential to play. The game hit me with its immersive graphic. I love to see the tropical atmosphere that's full of plants and trees that make us feel great exploring the open world of nature. We will need to find some object based on the mission we are accepting. Most of the mission are collecting some material. Sometimes it will be placed hidden or by killing the enemy. The combat mechanism is we should deploy some bots as our hero and the bots will attack by itself. We only need to manage the ultimate skill to drag it into the enemy that we are targeting. Even if it's an open world game, the game size is really affordable for any kinds of points. No matter it's low end or mid range, I'm sure Bot World Adventure will run perfectly on it. Immortal Prince. Bonus: Immortal Prince. Get yourself ready for a simple and enjoyable gameplay of action RPG offline. The game starts with a short prologue and fast tutorial on how to play, but it's really on point and pretty clear on how to run the game. The main character has a sword and sword knife to do a long range damage. It will be used for throwing the dagger and we should pick it up again to reuse. When we are surrounded by the enemy, try to make an area effect skill by holding down the basic attack button in a few seconds and release it to unleash. After clear the waves, the new ability will unlock by selecting one of 3 different abilities, which this kind of game is roguelike. We will always come back into the village where we can save some villagers in the dungeon and move to the village after and stand as the NPC. These all are the best offline RPG games for mobile that I'm sure everyone would love to play this. Remember to help this video get 1000 likes. See you in the next video. Thanks.